Mr. Speaker, under these Liberals, violent crime is up 32%, and the devastating opioid crisis is claiming 21 lives per day. Despite these facts, the out-of-touch Liberals are pushing their soft-on-crime Bill C-5 through the Senate today. This bill puts drug traffickers and serious firearms offenders back on the street to continue to harm Canadians. Will the minister take this opportunity to withdraw his soft-on-crime Bill C-5?
The Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, indeed, I think today will be a historic day in which we turn the page on failed conservative so-called tough-on-crime policies that have only served to over-incarcerate Indigenous and Black peoples in our criminal justice system and have clogged up the criminal justice system. Mr. Speaker, we are making changes in order to focus on more serious crime, in order to make sure that serious crimes get serious punishments. Bill C-5 is a first and historic step.
The member for Fundy Royal.
Mr. Speaker, the minister acts like these are victimless crimes. The fact of the matter is that these communities that are being victimized by violent criminals and drug traffickers, they deserve justice. They deserve to feel safe. And the minister ignores the fact that just 2 weeks ago, the Supreme Court of Canada upheld the constitutionality and the appropriateness of these very penalties. So in light of this fact, in light of the constitutionality of making sure that violent offenders and drug traffickers serve time in jail and not from the comfort of their own homes, will he withdraw this soft-on-crime bill?
Here, here. The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the honourable member is indeed correct to point out that the return of conditional sentence orders is a critically important part of this bill. It will allow us, Mr. Speaker, not only to focus on serious sentences for people who deserve serious sentences, but allow the flexibility for those people, Mr. Speaker, who do not pose a threat to public security and public order. Those people, Mr. Speaker, can be better served, their victims can be better served, their communities can be better served through other forms of punishment, Mr. Speaker, and that's what C-5 will allow us to do once again.
The Honourable Member for Charlesbourg-Haute-Saint-Charles. Mr. Speaker, the rate of violent crime in Canada in 2015 was 1,070 per capita. And after 7 long years of this Liberal government, this number has risen by 24%. And things are going to get worse with Bill C-5, which is supported by the Liberals, the NTB, and even the Bloc, because it means that illegal firearm imports and armed robbery won't be subject to mandatory minimums. So that means people in vulnerable communities are on their own. Will the minister do the right thing and cancel this bill? The Honourable Minister of Justice. Mr. Speaker, this is a historic day for Canada because we're going to finally turn the page on the failed policies of the former Conservative government. Policies that they called tough on crime, but that didn't work and only serve to over-incarcerate and penalize Indigenous peoples and Black people as well. What we're doing, Mr. Speaker, is to focus on serious crimes with serious sentences, and we're going to continue to do that with this historic bill.